Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I just had to make a video now because I once again had a situation last night that I hoped I would not have anymore. Yeah, it is, it has been just, too much nonsense. Um, People have talked shit about me and yeah, it's just I don't like. That's why I really am tired and sick and tired of these groups and communities because once you start to get a little higher there, you start to become somebody in many's eyes anyway. You start to become popular. Then of course you will start getting also your haters and people who talk shit because they might be jealous, they might whatever. Mostly it is envy that is the motivation. Sometimes they feel maybe, like you, think that you are better or smarter or whatever, than them. And yeah, I mean, I've had certain comments. I can take criticism, let that be known, as long as I know that it comes from the right place. It's not coming from somebody who is just, jealous or, just, doesn't like me and wants to tear me down in front of others. And especially if they talk shit about me when I'm not there. You know, when you talk shit about me and to my face, to put it that way, I will at least respect it that you do it to me directly. But when you do it when I'm not there, what kind of what does it say about you? You love to gossip, you love to talk shit like behind somebody's backs. Let's be honest. I have like talked bad about people, but that was about certain individuals that I didn't like because of how they behave like online and stuff. And I think that my criticism has been well placed. Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes, yeah, you feel you cannot, sometimes because you see everybody else is doing it, you cannot like resist the temptations to kind of, poke a little fun at somebody. For example, some influencer that you think is kind of, ridiculous or just takes himself or herself too seriously or whatever. Yeah, sure, those people are a target, of course, a free target, let's say. However, I don't think I've ever taken myself too seriously before. And as I said, let's face it, nobody likes criticism. That's just BS. If anybody says they enjoy criticism, I don't believe them, right? However, some people are able to take it better than others, definitely. However, I haven't also seen or met many yet online that do take criticism well. Yes, that's one thing. Another thing is now it's supposed to be really. I mean, when somebody makes jokes at your expense, you are supposed to take it, and if not, you are considered very uncool. Right. So, but there are differences, people, between jokes. Certain jokes are just mild, harmless fun. Poking fun. As I said, I've poked fun at people also. I've only been really kind of, let's say, skating towards people that I thought deserved it because they were really, certain people set themselves up as I already spoken about this before, as a high judge and jury, and they have no right or authority or whatever to do that. So they deserve all the criticism they can get, of course. But yeah, there are differences between jokes which are just meant to be just lighthearted fun and jokes that are actually hurtful, that go against your personality, that kind of mock what you are doing online, what I kind of take seriously because at the, since the start of this year, I have been talking more about serious stuff, yeah, because I felt like it. And maybe some people find that, like, I've started to think that I'm somebody, like somebody big. Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, the problem is some certain people don't see because they cannot know until it happens to you how it is to be a target of a joke, like, let's say what has happened to me in the past month is that somebody photoshopped a picture of me, which wasn't one of my best pictures. With somebody from an old '90s show, some girl in the long hair and clothes and just silly stuff, and like that is supposed to be a joke about me and me explaining certain things, because what I'm doing is maybe they perceive that as I'm trying to, school people or explain stuff to them. I'm not. I'm just giving my own opinion. And maybe they don't, I don't know why they do that, because the person that did it, I kind of always held him in high esteem, actually. So I was shocked to find out he did it. At least he did say it. He admitted it was him, but he didn't. He didn't want to apologize. He didn't want to think about it. He was, he said, you know, stuff like, "I'm sorry, you can't take a joke," and yeah. So and yeah, what can you say? I mean, at least say, "Well, I'm sorry if it offended you, but I didn't think it was that bad." But if you feel it hurts your feelings, then I will take it down. And all right, you doesn't don't have to apologize that much. Just say, I shouldn't have, maybe I shouldn't have done it. All right, all good. But when you just don't want to even say like what you did was hurtful, and the problem is that there's so much of this that happens that now people are kind of supposed. Some people have built up a tolerance, I guess, against certain level of jokes. So it has to get pretty ugly and bad before somebody is justified to react, to it. So yeah, that is pretty, depressing and appalling even. I mean, but I am the kind of guy who will react no matter what because I feel it's not alright. It should not be accepted, but people accept it. Alright. And another, that's one thing. Yeah, so you are an asshole if you don't like it. If you get angry at people making fun of you, dressing you up as a girl or whatever. Yeah, so that's how far we've gotten now in 2024 as human beings. I think it kind of probably got uglier after the COVID and all that because people were locked up inside and They have nothing better to do but, you know, entertain themselves online. And yeah, it just awoke something really ugly in many people. I think this whole pandemic, and because I think before 2020 there was this existed, but not at such a high level. I think as now definitely. And yeah, so that's the one thing. Another thing is that yeah, certain people have. I have had problems with people like behaving not really always uh, polite and stuff like that. That's another thing I wanted to take up. But first, yeah, I forgot this. Right, all right, people. Before you cut down somebody for being too sensitive, you should think about it. Maybe this person has gone through a lot, all right? And then they will say, "Oh, I've gone through a lot." No, but you don't know. Maybe this person has really been through a lot of pain and suffering and stuff, trauma, and so he or she don't react well to being ridiculed because to you maybe it's just jokes, but to that person sees it in a different way, all right? Because maybe that person's mind has been changed, because of all this, and that person has become more sensitive because of this also. So yeah, maybe this social media isn't that good for this person, and this person is me also, by the way. But there are many others like me. I've gone through a lot in life, from war in my home country, having to flee my home country, which I liked a lot, by the way. I liked living there, and having to settle down in a totally different country, like many miles away in the fucking opposite end of Europe. Come on, how do you think that feels? And you sit there, where you lived your whole life. Nothing, no really major problems. Nothing that can compare to mine. Sickness in the family, death in the family, two deaths. And you judge me. What the hell? What the hell? You think you are entitled to it? I don't think so. But you just keep on thinking that, I'm spoiling your fun, I know. I'm sorry, alright. Just go and have your fucking fun, you degenerate. Oh man, this is. So yeah, this is shit, man. This is nonsense. If this is what it's about, I don't want to be on fucking social media anymore, alright? And it's so childish that this really kind of shocks me how childish people, like people in their 50s, 40s, whatever, late 30s, talk about stuff like genitals and, posting pictures and memes and clips, whatever, video clips. Come on, is that all you can talk about? Is that all? That's the idea of fun for you. I'm shocked. I know I can't expect everybody to be on the same level intellectually or whatever as I am. And yes, I am on a higher level than many of you, by the way. Yeah, I am. If you measured my IQ, probably it would show like, I don't know, I don't want to speculate. At least 140 for sure. 45, 50, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, this is just not the way it should go, people. Not the way it should go. But I'm wasting time, am I not? I am wasting time here. Maybe I should just stop making videos in English also, because I'm kind of angry at this community now, the English speaking community. I should go back just making streams and live and videos in my own native language, maybe, because I left that community to join you, and this is how you have rewarded me. Some of you, anyway. Not saying all, just I am thankful to all of you who still are my good friends and follow me, but there have been some assholes from these countries. I don't want to judge anybody, but yeah. Yeah, I better finish this video now. Fuck it, man. Alright, bye.